What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ariel Moore, just checking in. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my page for all future videos. Thanks. Ciao. I am currently obsessed with cheese, so this is just me checking out the cheese section at Whole Foods. Also, breakfast that I prepared for myself and Paul is coming up. We had leftover ham, so I turned that into an omelet. It was delicious. And try goat cheese in your grits. It's so good. Later that afternoon, I had a shoot, a branding shoot with one of my clients at Cultivate Studios in downtown Greenville. So yeah, this is just some footage from that. She is a budding creative director. She's really good at it. So if you need anything, please hit her up. I will tag her Instagram below. You don't know, you just ready to go. Ain't that right? So I've been going to the spring fling since I was a young child. I don't know exactly how long the city of Spartanburg has been hosting the spring fling, but it's a tradition, and I'm so glad that they brought it back this year because COVID killed it for 2 years. But a lot of people in Spartanburg look forward to it. It's just a great day, a great weekend to catch up with all the people that you know, eat, food, check out new vendors and stuff like that. So this is just some footage from that day. Myself and my friend Rose, we headed downtown. We were just checking it out. We didn't want to go hear anything, but it was swole. It was so packed, which was beautiful to see. I hope you enjoyed these clips. I'm getting these upcoming clips just because I'm big into historical preservation, and these buildings that I'm having some footage on are basically, they've been in Spartanburg for as long as I've been alive and longer, and they've served many generations. And I know that they've closed, but my suspicion is they're going to be building something here, so I just want to have a record of it.
July 9th at the Greenville Convention Center. Legends of hip-hop and icons of New York. Wu-Tang Clan and
How much was it?
It came out to, it was tax and everything, like $19.12. It depends on beans I got.
I haven't had beans in a long time.
All right, they were looking good too. So I got a piece of beans, got a piece of cornbread. Just the plate and what you, a little bit of that bean juice.
So Sunday was a lazy day for me, but one of the things that I love or try to do on Sundays is cook a good meal, a Sunday meal. So today I was desperately craving this squash casserole. I made one for Easter and it was so good. And all week I had been thinking about it. So this is just my process of how I made it. I hope that you'll try it because it's really good. But just a pro secret, it's really the cheeses and the sauce that makes it. Yeah. Growing up, I remember my aunts cooking squash casserole and just loving the freshness of the squash, the creaminess of the actual casserole, and just actually like loving the butter cracker top on top and the cheesiness of the dish. So this is why squash casserole is one of my personal favorites, just because it brings back so many childhood memories. And on Sundays we had this big meal that that was just good, and I just love to have that comfort. done so far is take about 6 squash and 1 onion, dice it up, and saute it separately. While your vegetables are cooking down, go ahead and assemble your wet mixture and grate your cheese. For this particular recipe, I used a Asiago cheese and a sharp cheddar cheese. I recommend that you always grade your cheese. Never use or try to avoid using packaged cheese. It just has a better flavor when you grate it yourself. You're going to need about 1 cup of the Asiago cheese and another cup and a half of the sharp cheddar cheese, and you can add more or less depending on any of your preferences. For the cracker crumb crust, you're going to need 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers. I went ahead and used 1 and just a few that we had left over just because they were there. And you're going to also need maybe about 2 tablespoons of butter to go ahead and pour in this mixture, but go ahead and crush it up really finely. About 1/4 cup of Duke's mayonnaise. Of sour cream, 2 eggs, and feel free to add any seasonings that you might like. I went with garlic powder, onion powder, some seasoning salt, and a little bit of cayenne pepper and some additional pepper, but season to your preference. So in this step, you see me adding about half and half of both cheeses to the wet mixture, and then from there you're going to add the additional half into your crumble, into your Ritz cracker topping. So do half the cheese in your wet mixture and half in the crumb on top. Also, you can saute your vegetables all the way down if you like to. I like mine with just a little bit of texture because again, you're going to continue to cook it in the oven, so you don't have to go ahead and cook them all the way down on the stove. So that's what you're seeing here. And also be sure to drain your squash really good because it makes a lot of water and you don't want that to, you know, affect your casserole. is the crumb topping being added to the casserole. As you can tell, I went ahead and added both of the remaining halves of cheese to that. So you're going to want to go ahead and preheat your oven. This should be first, but you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350, and you're going to bake this casserole for about 40 minutes until it turns golden brown and done on the inside. When I tell you this is the perfect side dish or perfect complement to your Sunday dinner, I tell you no lies, it is so good and it's so refreshing and so summery and springy. Along with that, I cooked some hamburger steak and some roasted asparagus, and I had to top it off with some Stella rolls. This was my Sunday dinner, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you try the recipe. This video is dedicated in the memory of Stephen L. Jennings, who passed away this past Friday. He was a dear friend. He was also a father, husband, teacher, and musician, and his legacy will live on through all of us. May he rest in peace, and my prayers are with his family at this time.